Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you this special bulletin. I am starting to truly believe and get behind the saying of we just do not despise these so-called mainstream journalists enough. The idea of skippable bosses, skippable fights, easy difficulties, almost practically story modes that journalists scream and cry and beg for over and over again is getting a bit, well, tiresome. And now the latest and greatest, well, maybe not the latest and greatest, it's probably been going on for a while, but hey, thanks to, well, Doom the Dark Ages and, well, over here at the game, we're talking about Bloodborne. Games like Bloodborne should be nicer when you die. Why? I'm sorry. Can't you take a joke? Are we that thin-skinned that a little poking, prodding, nudging, a little humor at your expense is just too much for you? I mean, it's bad enough we have journalists over here. It might be time to rethink difficulty menus. And why on earth would I bring up Doom the Dark Ages? Well, if you haven't seen it, we can't do Can I Play Daddy as the name of the easiest one. And, well, I'm not saying this is going to affect how much fun you have with Doom the Dark Ages, because I plan on playing it very soon. But I'm Too Young to Die has been replaced by Aspiring Slayer. But you didn't change Hurt Me Plenty. That's, chips, dips, change whips. Blah! If you know the movie, you know the movie. Little song, little dance, Batman's head on a lance. That's a complete and total tangent. Anyway, why are we changing these? Well, apparently journalists just can't handle a little joke at their own expense. Self-deprecating humor is beyond you. Has this happened to you? You're slowly making your way through Bloodborne's forbidden worlds, carefully rolling to take out the sniper who loves to shoot you from the other side of the bridge. Get good, scrub. Slicing your saw cleaver through his guts, then cautiously moving on, you softly step out along the forest trail, only to hear the mechanical clank as a spiked log falls loose and swings down from the trees into your hunter. It kills you instantly as you lie there, dying, your echoes pooling on the cobblestone. You see two words appear on the screen in blood red. You died. Wait, is that seriously what you're getting upset about? That's what this article's about. The game saying you died. Holy Moses. That's where we're at. From good old Andrew King, from the epitome of video game journalistic integrity, The Gamer. You're upset because the game said you died. What's next? Grand Theft Auto? All these games that sit there and say, hey, you died. Sorry, whoops. Go back to your checkpoint. What on earth? In the ever-raging debate over whether FromSoft games are too difficult, well, I mean, for some people, they will be too difficult. And whether or not they should have an easy mode, they shouldn't. Go play something else. Or, hey, get good, scrub. That's it. It's not a knock against you. It's a saying that says, keep trying. It's a jovial way to say, keep trying, practice, learn the patterns, learn the boss's tells, figure out how to dodge and parry, get better at the game. Keep practicing, don't give up, and don't cry like a little baby. Because otherwise, you end up looking like this little boy right here, and we just kind of poke and laugh and dig and make fun of you. And no, there's nothing wrong with picking whatever difficulty you want to play the game at to experience it. That's your choice. But why on earth are you crying about you died? Huh? You died, and that's okay. Skipped a little bit, sorry. More important, difficulty mode, easy mode. A more important question is being overlooked. Should these games hurt my feelings? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say this with all the in the sincerest way possible. If a video game hurts your feelings, that's a you problem. No one else. And maybe it's time to rethink a few little aspects of your life. It's a video game. It's not real. Huh? How can an inanimate object, a piece of electronics, graphical ones and zeros on the screen, how can that hurt your feelings because it plastered on the screen? Again, this is because it plasters on the screen. You died with the big gong half the time, right? Should these games hurt my feelings? If you have a sense of humor, you're not going to have your feelings hurt. You died, and that's okay. Well, yeah, because then you keep trying, you try to get better, you increase your skill and your prowess at the game, your proficiency at the game, your reflexes too. That's another little nifty little thing about video games. Some of them help your hand-eye coordination and your critical thinking. Moving on. I thought about this a lot last year because you have nothing better to do with your time than write nonsensical articles when I played through Silent Hill 2. I tackled Bloober Team's remake in one of the two ways you're legal... What? 2 ways you're legally required. What on earth is this statement? Legally required to play it early enough in the morning. Okay, I get it now. They're telling a joke, but they can't take a joke when a video game says it at them. Okay, one of the 2 ways you're legally required to play it. Early enough in the morning that it was still dark outside because, hey, heavy fog. Those bleary-eyed sessions led to me dying more than I probably would have if I was properly caffeinated. Okay, we'll just get up and... You don't drink a cup of coffee in the morning? Which means Silent Hills 2's You Died screen is burned into my brain. I tried to keep James stocked up on his special juice and dirty needles. I need to go back and play that. But it wasn't always easy to find healing items. Blah, 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 blah. I'm sorry I died. The game's making fun of me. When you get into a particularly tricky part of any game, you get well acquainted with the game over screen. Yeah? I mean, raise your hand if you didn't get stomped right in the face in Elden Ring, if you played it, as you walked out and went, oh, that's a pretty little knight. Let me see if I can... Nope, you can't take him. Sucker put me over once too many times before I figured out, hey, I don't have to fight him. You know it's coming, and it's usually accompanied by an ominous sound effect to really drive home your failure. Oh my God. Maybe you're putting too much stock into the video game versus your own personal life itself. When you're taking on a FromSoft boss and over, you get used to the hammering on X button trying to push through the acknowledgement of your failure. Wow. Someone needs help. And getting back to the game as soon as possible to do the whole humiliating ritual over again? What is this? Unfortunately, the truth is, From Software games aren't actually being mean. At least you acknowledge it. They're just video games. They don't have the ability to be mean. Well, the log trap is mean. No, it's not, but it's just part of the video game. But in a funny way, you can easily imagine, oh, goodness gracious, I'm going to say it's Miyazaki. I know how to pronounce Miyazaki, okay? And the team laughing at each player who falls for it. Yeah, Shell going to roast me. That's fine. I appreciate it. It's more engagement. Like the Jackass crew during High Five Prank. Didn't watch Jackass. That was a stupid show. The game over screen isn't particularly nasty. Saying you died isn't unkind per se. Then what is this article about? It's fine to play on easy. Yes. And it's fine to label it, can I play, Daddy? And it's fine because it's a joke. It's poking fun. When did we lose our sense of humor? Nobody wants to be confronted with their failures, so get good, get better at the game. I'm repeating myself. I'm sorry. When a game mocks you or even just plainly states the facts of our performance, it can be difficult to hear. Well, maybe, like I said before, you're putting too much stock into a video game. Play it on easy. But what about FromSoft games? They don't have an easy mode. Or what about any other number of video games that do not have an easy mode, do not have a story mode, a difficulty setting, or the ability to skip boss fights? Why are you playing the game? But I'm a game journalist and I need to talk about the game. Cool. Then maybe instead of focusing on where you want your career to be, focus on where your career is at that time. if you're working for the Gamer or Kotaku or Polygon or whatever, and your job is to review video games and talk about video games, maybe, I don't know, practice. Get good, scrub. Do that. Play the game. In my ongoing years, I may have been playing video games for a considerable amount of time. The vast majority of that time, Atari came out when I was 6. And, well, I have my moments. I have my, I'm going to stomp the hell out of this boss. And I have other times where I want to throw my controller across the room, but I don't do that because they're really, really more expensive than they were for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Learned how to fix a few of those in my lifetime. Games can be frustrating. Games can drive you up the wall. But yes, they're supposed to be fun. But however, it's that sense of accomplishment that you feel when you finally defeated that boss. Keep practicing. Don't give up. Don't demand that the developer needs to make the game easier for you. Find the games that you like. Maybe find somebody at the Gamer that can play From Software games and let them handle. But I want to play the game too. I want to experience the story. Go watch videos. If there's a video game out there that I'm not interested in playing, but I'm interested in the story, I'll watch somebody else play. It's really that simple. Go focus on what you're good at or get good at what you want to focus on. It's really quite that simple. But stuff like this, should games be nicer? Again, it leads to criticism of Wolfenstein. It leads to useless changes like this. I'm Too Young to Die is just too much for people to play Doom. I am curious why I'm Too Young to Die was changed to Aspiring Slayer, but Hurt Me Plenty is still there. I mean, giggity, kinky, whatever floats your boat, but why change I'm Too Young to Die? I wonder, because they had no, that's impossible. Could it be to affect the rating of the game? But it should be a mature rated game. I don't even know why my brain went in that direction. Is this the direction that modern video games truly are going? The idea of the ability to skip fights, skip boss fights for journalists, essentially, because who the hell wants to skip a boss fight? Why on earth would you spend your hard-earned money? Are we trying to not hurt anyone's feelings when we're going into a video game to destroy demons and slay them all over the place, when we still have, well, again, Hurt Me Plenty and a little bit of the ultra-violence? If you know, you know. But heaven forbid, can I play, Daddy? Don't hurt me. Are we getting that thin-skinned that we don't understand the joke? Where are we going? Let me know what you think in the comments section down below. Leave a like, leave a dislike. Hit that subscribe button if you don't mind. Do me a solid, please. Anyway, that's all I've got for now. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Hope to see you on the next one.